I am almost ready to head off to the airport to go to Australia, and I'm a little bit stressed, not gonna lie. My bags are downstairs, they're all packed, there's nothing much I can do with that. Rainbow, my teddy, won't fit, and I don't really want him to get lost, so I'm gonna leave him here, but it'll be the first time since I was like 3 years old that I've not taken him and not slept with him ever. And then my hair is a whole different issue. It usually takes me about 10 minutes to do Dutch braids, and I've been doing it for 45. My hair's just too clean and too straight and too like soft to stay in. So this is where we are at the moment. This side looks fine by itself, although it's a bit baggy here, and I would love to put a clip in. I just don't really want to have a clip in for over 24 hours. And then this side, I guess, looks fine by itself, but it's too low down, and then it's baggy here, so again I would put a clip in it, but again I don't want to clip in for 24 hours, so I don't know what to do. I'm a little bit frustrated that it's not staying where I want it to stay. Okay, I think this is the final look. Like, I can't be bothered. It's not falling out at the bottom. I'm just gonna have to cope with the unevenness. I'm not gonna be taking any like nice pictures of it, so it's literally just going to be vlog clips, and hopefully no one will be looking at my hair too closely. At least not me. Anyway, I'm going to head downstairs, put my shoes on and get ready for the taxi. I'm also upset that Mum's not taking me, because obviously it would have been nice to chat for a couple of hours, but yeah, she's organised a taxi instead, which is a shame. Business class lounge with my Amex card, because I get 4 free passes a year, and this is the first time I'm using it. My hair is falling out because I've been wearing headphones, but I have had some very yummy food and lots of drinks, relaxed in a space with a seat that's comfortable, and I'm just about to head to the gate for boarding in about 10 minutes. Got to the gate, and you can see the plane that we're getting on. They're just loading up some of the luggage, and then hopefully we'll be boarding. But it was literally like a 15-minute walk from where I thought it was, so it's a good job I left with plenty of time, to be honest. The gate is over here, but the toilets are right over here, so I'm going to sit by the toilets until they start boarding, and then I'll go to the toilet and check in. But what I didn't think about is vlogging at all the hostels, because I'm obviously sharing these, so we'll see how this goes. Might be a lot of montages. The flight is literally empty. I've got leftover to myself. We've been delayed about 45 minutes, but it's not the end of the world, so we're just pulling back now, and hopefully I'll still make it for my next flight. We are in the air, flying some sunsets going down that side, and everyone's kind of moved over some roads, which is fun. After a 16-hour flight, so I'm a little bit tired, a little bit worse for wear, very sweaty. It's 29 degrees here, believe it or not. I've got half an hour before boarding my next flight to Melbourne, and hopefully it goes fast. I wanted to shower, but unfortunately I've not got time to go into the Premier Lounge, so it is what it is. hostel, I've had to pay an extra £10 or $10 to check in early. I just wanted a shower to freshen up, so I've got everything out and it's in the shower now, and I'm going to put my bags in my room, but I didn't want to weigh them up too much. I do feel hot and sweaty, but I actually don't feel too tired, which is good. I again had the 3 seats to myself on the plane, so I was able to lie down and actually get some sleep. So I'm going to wash my hair, get dressed, and then hopefully people will be awake and I can put my bags in my room. I am very much feeling like a new person, but I'm also quite tired. So we'll see how today goes. I am starving. I'm actually feeling a little bit dizzy. So my plan is to shove my hair up so it can dry in plaits, and then I can have it curly for tomorrow, and then go for breakfast. I found a nice little place. It's got really good reviews, and I'm going to do a full English, and that will hopefully fill me up. I have had a very slow get ready this morning. It's been about an hour and a half since I got to the hostel. I was having to do it in the bathroom because there was people asleep in my room, and I didn't want to be that annoying person that woke everyone up. It was 7:30, but I thought it was a reasonable time, but no, they were still fast asleep. So I've just popped the bags in, and hopefully they won't be too angry that I made a tiny bit of noise for about literally like 2 minutes. Anyway, all checked in, bags are there. I've unloaded the majority of my travel rucksack, and now I've just got stuff in for the day. I wasn't even going to bring it, but I don't know what the weather's going to be like later, so I brought everything just in case. It isn't supposed to rain today, but it is slightly on the chillier side. I mean, it is only 8 o'clock and it's like 14 degrees, so it's not too bad. But I'm currently wearing a t-shirt and like 3/4 trousers. I've got a jacket in my bag that I probably will put on relatively soon. But I'm just heading to breakfast because I'm starving, like I said. But I definitely feel so much better. I look much brighter, and the sun is shining. The sky is blue. What more could you ask for? Already it feels very much like the UK. So we'll see what I think of Melbourne. Just had the most delicious breakfast I've had in a long time. It was cooked to perfection. I ordered the scrambled eggs on toast that came out very uniquely, and then I got a side of hash browns and bacon on top of that. I would have been happy with like half the portion. I'm absolutely stuffed. But I'm not walking and I'm going exploring. I am tired, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to last, but the sun is shining. I've got my sunglasses on, and I might be taking my jacket off soon because it's getting warm. I've made it to my first stop, which is Melbourne Zoo, and next door is Carlton Gardens. Exhibition hall, and it is absolutely stunning. I don't think pictures do it justice. It really is beautiful, and the smell from all the flowers is amazing. I don't really know what work they're doing around here, but they're definitely doing a lot of work. I thought this was like a little farmer's market setup, but no, it's just storage for garden materials and garden stuff. This is now Parliament Reserve, but still very pretty. The weather has been very strange. It keeps getting really sunny and then really dark, so I take my sunglasses off and then it goes really sunny again, so I've put them back on. And then it was really hot and I was about to take my jacket off, and then this freezing cold gust of wind blew through. And now I'm like a little bit warm, but not like hot. so I'm tempted to keep it on for now until the sun comes back out at least. But it did remind me to check the weather for my next destination, which is Cairns, and thankfully it's brightened up a little bit. So it's supposed to be no rain at all today, and then rain for the next 2 days, and then no rain on the day that's my boat trip. So I'm really hoping it stays that way. Who knows? I've also looked at the weather for Early Beach, where I'm going on my 3-day sailing thing, and it's still showing as rain for at least 50% for the next 2 weeks. But I'm hoping that means it can go ahead, because it's usually less rainy out at sea, and it's still showing that it's 29 degrees. So, fingers crossed. I was about to say I think I've made it to Fitzroy Gardens, but I definitely have, because I just saw a sign. And the toilets here are also closed. This is the third set of public toilets that's been locked up. You know what's been really nice to see is that I've seen more dads with babies and pushing pushchairs than I've seen mums with babies. And one of my favourite TikTokers is Dr. Katie. She is a doctor from Scotland who moved to Australia and met her husband, who's an Australian man, and ended up staying here. They've now got 3 kids, but he's the stay-at-home dad and she's the mum who works, the parent that works rather, which I think is lovely. And obviously I don't know if that's the case with all the people I've seen, but it's nice to think of it. Just on my back's hurting from carrying my rucksack around. I wish I hadn't brought it, to be honest, but hey ho. I've just been to the cafe to go to the toilet mainly, but while I was there I picked up a drink and some crisps, and I'm going to have the dessert that I got from breakfast this morning. So that is my plan. I'm going to sit here and enjoy while listening to the sound of the water. The jacket came off for about 5 minutes and now it's back on because I'm cold. Oh, the wedding is back. They're very annoying actually, because they're stopping people from walking past. Starting to flag now. I can't stop yawning. I am absolutely shattered. But I feel like I'm being quite productive. I've been to the 3 gardens that I wanted to go to. So I've been to Treasury Gardens, Fitzroy Gardens and Carlton Gardens, I think it was. And then I've just done the 2 big graffiti lanes, so Hosier Lane and ACDC Lane. And I think if you're going to see them, you need to sort of move fast, because AC/DC Lane is being scraped down and repainted for a blank canvas. Whether they're doing it for like a fresh, clean slate, or they're actually going to stop people doing the graffiti. But I know on Hostel Lane it's supposed to be like legal and you don't need a permit to paint there. So I don't know if they'll keep that one and get rid of the other one. But I've just been to Federation Square and then to something else that's next to it, and then to the museum, ACMI I think, don't quote me on that. And now I'm at the National Gallery of Victoria. But I'm just outside looking at the view, and this is the Yarra River, so it's very pretty. I'm going to have a little look around inside because it's free, but I'm not really interested in art, to be honest, and then probably head to the river. On the free City Circle tram, which was really good actually. They had like commentary giving some little insights and stuff of it. Honestly, I'm so flagging. I was literally falling asleep, and the reason I went is because I was feeling a little bit dizzy, so I thought the rest would do my back and me a favour, but it was probably a bad decision. I've literally done everything on my list apart from one of the main things I wanted to do, which was the botanical gardens. Now, I've ended up having a slice of pizza from a little street vendor just to try and give me a little bit of energy. I'm going to continue to walk down Yarra River. I've walked a little bit of it. I've just been watching the boats come and go while I've been eating. So I'm going to walk down Yarra River, cross the bridge, and then walk through the botanical gardens and then head back. I might even get the tram back, because apparently all the trams in the CBD city centre are free, regardless of what type of tram. So I might walk to the nearest stop and then get the tram back, depending on how I'm feeling. But actually, having had that pizza and a drink of cold Coke, I'm feeling a little bit better, so hopefully we make it. It's about 3:30. I think I'm going to be in bed for about 7 o'clock. It feels so strange to be feeling like you're in the UK, but I've left the UK quite cold, and it's sunny and glorious and blue skies here. Lots of random artwork pieces. So there's this one here. I thought it was a dog, but someone else said it was a giraffe, so who knows. I'm feeling okay, so hopefully we can make it to the end of the day. But I have been loving listening to people's conversations. I normally have my headphones and listening to music, but actually having the Australian accent in the background. Australian accent is much like my favourite accent, so listening to it, I could listen to it all day. I forgot to say it earlier, I've been refreshing the page for the St Kilda's Penguins tickets all day until about 12 o'clock, because I thought if I got them I would go and have a nap. Anyway, it got to like 1 o'clock and I was like, no, there's no way there's going to be any available. And as I was on the tram, the page reopened up and there was a ticket available, but by that point I was falling asleep, and I just thought, actually, travelling an hour there and an hour back at 8 o'clock at night is not going to happen. So I haven't gone for it in the end. They have said it's very similar to Phillip Island, which I'm going to tomorrow, so it'll be fine. It's just I would have liked to have seen them, but yeah, I would have had a nap if I was going to go there. I have literally just taken my jacket off, and I was about to say the sun is blaring, it's the hottest it's been all day, and it's disappeared, and now I'm cold again. Why does it keep doing that? It's very annoying. I mean, I guess it's good news because I didn't bring any sun cream with me, and the sun cream that I put on this morning is probably all rubbed off already. But it's very interesting here. They've got like 4 arenas really, really close to each other. So I've just walked past the cricket grounds, and then there's the Olympic arena this way, here, right in the corner. And then in the background there's a music venue, and then over here there must be some other type of music venue because there was music playing and live music singing and stuff. So very interesting setup. I've made it to the Royal Botanical Gardens of Melbourne, and it's very different to all the botanical gardens I've been to before. It's free, and I've been to some free ones, but it's not ticketed. You can literally get in off like the main road at numerous different stops, so they don't know how many people are in here. And it's huge, like huge, and they all connect, so it's going to be interesting. They've also got like a little orderly guide, so you can scan a QR code at each place and listen to some facts about it. This view looks so pretty, but unfortunately that is as close as I can get, because once again there's another wedding getting in the way of me taking my like nice pictures, and actually they're like probably taking over the best spot, so that's really annoying. I waited for them to walk down the aisle, and I was going to take some pictures of the back, but where they've got it set up you'd literally be able to see everything, so that's just annoying. I'm going to try and get round the other side, but I think it's quite a long walk, so we'll see. Setting up for a moonlit cinema showing. I don't know what they're showing, but I would have been interested if I hadn't just arrived. And I have made it to the top of the Shrine of Remembrance. It reminds me very much of one of the memorials in Washington DC. I can't for the life of me remember which one it is, but there's one and it has a view out of the White House, and this is very much the same. I had thought it was World War II, but apparently it's World War I that it's in memory of. They were already playing music for one of the other events. They've got at least 3 events in the Botanical Gardens this evening. The cinema, a wedding, 4 events. Cinema, a wedding, they've got like a after club party, and then they've got this live at the Gardens music festival that some lads said it completely sold out. So it's going to be a big one. There's not many people there at the moment, but the music's already playing, as you can hear. Loads of little Eden grotto-y places like this. This one is actually called the Grotto, and behind here is a secret waterfall. This gives you a better view of the arena, so I walked alongside them up here and then crossed and walked down here. But this is the cricket, this is the Olympic, and then this, I can't remember what they said that one was. Music? Not sure. But yeah, loads. And then this is the Yarra River. It is a pretty good view up here. It's a shame that the trees are so overgrown, but otherwise it's pretty great. Right, it's actually already 6 p.m, so I've got an hour walk to get home. I'm gonna head back. I've made it a lot further than I thought I would, which is a good thing. But yeah, my feet are screaming now. Oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe this. There's another event going on. There's a huge queue for it. I don't have a clue what this one is. I am so almost back. I hope that's not burnt. I've got like 6 minutes left of this walk, and then I think I'm going to call it a night and go straight to my bedroom and have a shower and things. I am absolutely shattered. I was trying to get the tram back, but the one I knew how to use has stopped, even though online it said it was going till late tonight because it's Friday. Anyway, so because of that I decided to walk home, and it's taken like 40 minutes. I did call at the shop on the way back and got some snacky bits for both tonight's tea and tomorrow's like breakfast and early lunch, because we're having a late lunch, early tea on the trip. So I've got grapes, melon, cucumbers, carrots, crisps and chocolate biscuits. Hopefully that'll keep me going. Anyway, I am going to have a shower, get ready for bed and call it a night. I feel like it's been a very chatty travel vlog, plus first day of my Australia trip in Melbourne. Tonight is not going well. I genuinely think I have burnt this forehead on the tip of my nose, so I'm putting on a moisturising mask in the hope that it comes down by tomorrow morning. I need to go and wash it off. I've just called into bed to try and organise things, and A, struggled to get up, B, nearly tipped the bed over, and then C, nearly fell off. Then my water bottle rolled away, so that's now on the floor. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna sleep on the top bunk, but I think I'm gonna pay to sleep on the bottom bunk from now on, because that was an absolute disaster. I promised myself I wouldn't cry on this trip, but I literally can't get up the bed. I didn't think I'd have a problem with the bunk bed. Obviously it'd be nice to have the bottom bunk, but I didn't think I'd have a problem getting on. But the first time, it took me ages. And then I nearly pulled the bed out of the wall because it was so fat and heavy. And then when I was getting down, it took me ages again. And I've really hurt my ankle, my bad ankle. And now I've just tried to get back on and I've fallen off. I don't know how I'm going to sleep up here. I've messaged them, but I know they're really busy. Oh, for God's sake. I might have to just book somewhere else, but I'm like all unpacked and I'm in my pyjamas. I don't know if you'll be able to see me, but I'm absolutely shattered. It's now nearly 10 o'clock on Friday. No, yeah, 10 p.m. on Friday, Melbourne time. And I've been awake since 8 o'clock a.m. on Wednesday, UK time. I've had a few hours sleep here and there, but very bitty, awake like every half an hour. They've moved me to my own room, which he said, is it okay if you have a solo room? And I don't know anyone who would say no to that. But anyway, I'm hoping I sleep straight through. I am not even setting an alarm to do anything tomorrow because I'm so pissed off at myself. I'm so embarrassed. And there's a bunch of other stuff going on that I can't bother to talk about right now because that's also very upsetting. So yeah, that's me having the time of my life. My ankle has swollen up, my head hurts, my heart hurts. Yeah.